Hi everyone, my name is Tuan. I'm here again with our second absolute beginner ballet lesson. If you haven't checked out the first lesson yet, I highly recommend you do that. If not, you might be a tiny bit lost. Today we are going to build off of things that we've learned from our first lesson, and we are going to add on some new exercises, and we are going to try some of our exercises with one arm to the bar. So let's get started. So let's get started with just a quick warm-up. We will do what we did from the first lesson. It's half toe, full toe, half toe, down for 4 times. This is the second time. Half, down, third time, half, full, half, down 4, half, full, half, down. And then we'll do 8 count pedals. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 8 count rises. Up and down, and up and down, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. After that, we will stretch 4 counts to the right side. We'll come back up, other side, for 4 counts. And after that, we'll put our right foot back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll come back in parallel, plie, force arch, straighten, and down. All right, let's get started. Hands in bar. 6 and 7 and 8 and a half and full and half and down. Half, full, half, and half, full, half, down. We're stretching the arch here, and half, and down. Pedal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, down, up, down, and 5, 6, 7. Let's stretch to the right side. 2, come up 3, 4, other side 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's stretch our calf. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. For me, one calf is always tighter than the other, and this is it. 7 and 8. We'll come back, plie, up. Let's balance here, hands on hips. Awesome. 6, 7, left foot starting, half, full, half, half, full. I wonder if you can hear the cracking in my knees. And half, full, half, last one, full, half, pedal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, down, down, 5, 6, 7. Now stretch to the left side. Come up 3, 4, other way. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left leg back. 3, 4, 5, 6. Really push forward. I like to push my hips just forward right here in the stretch. You can really feel my calf that way. 7 and 8. Parallel, plie, force arch, up, hold, balance, and down. Good job. Great, now that we're done with the warm-up, let's move on to our plies. So we're going to do 2 demis, 1 grand, and after that, the only difference is that we are going to eleve right after. So it's going to look like 1 and 2 and straighten up, and demi again and straighten up. Now grand plie, demi, grand, go through demi to straighten, rise, down, point, set your foot. So now we're in second position. Again, the same thing. 2 demis, 1 grand. So again, demi and down and straighten your legs. And again, down, straighten your legs. Grand, demi, grand, and demi, straight. We'll rise, lower, point, and we'll come to 5th position. So again, this is first, second, 5th. 4th position is just not a really common position, especially in a beginner's class, just because it does require a little bit of turnout and it can make your hips feel funny. You'll probably notice that eventually as you take more classes, some teachers absolutely hate 4th position. They just kind of pretend like it doesn't exist altogether. For now, I don't think it's very useful for our purposes, so we're not going to do any plies or really anything in 4th position for now. All right, everyone, plies, starting in first position, 2 demis, 1 grand, and then a rise. Ready? 1, 2, big diamond here, and then straighten, up, again, and straight knees together. Make sure they're really straight here. Now, demi, grand, demi, straight. Remember to rise. Sometimes our muscle memory just takes over and we just do what we think we remember. 2, and straighten. Make sure your knees are going sideways, okay? Up. Now, demi, grand, demi. Make sure to rise, down. We'll come to 5th position. 1, 2. This is a slow straighten. Make sure your knees are straight here. When you go all the way up, it's a little tough. Demi, straight, oops, demi, up, rise, 5th, point, come back to first. Stretch for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Other side. 7, 8, plie, force arch, and straighten here. Whew. Hands to first position or on your hips, however you feel comfortable balancing. Make sure your knees are really straight, and we'll come back down. Good job, guys. All right, let's do all that again, but on the left side. 6, 7, 8. Demi, down. Make sure it's a large diamond when you get down. Again. Demi, slow straighten. Good. And demi, grand, demi, straight, rise, lower, point. This is second position. 1, 2, up, lower, 2 demi, and up. Demi, grand, demi, and straighten, rise, down, point, 5th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi, grand, demi, and straighten, rise, down, point, back to first, to the left. 3, 4, to the right. Come back, plie, force arch, and straighten your knees. You can do hands on hips to balance or hands in first position. 7, and down. Good job. So you probably have noticed that there's some tape or shiny white stuff on my ground. We are going to use it for our tendus. So let's just quickly explain why it's there and what it's doing and how it's going to be helpful for us. So what I have here is one kind of straight up and down line and one shape that is kind of like a V. I know it looks like it's disconnected, but if I did a better job, it would have been connected. So the V is kind of in the shape of how my turnout is, and it's a little bit uneven because I have less turnout on one of my legs. When I am in first position, my heels touch and I'm straight on that up and down vertical line. If I were to tendu front from first position, my toes would now still touch that vertical line, because really when I tendu front, I want to make sure that it's right in front of this heel, and then this tape kind of represents where that straight line would be if there was an imaginary straight line. So when you do tendu front, make sure that you're hitting that tape line, and then when you tendu back, same idea, your toes, can't see that, but my toes on the tape line. And then when you tendu side, I know a lot of us think that side is kind of right here, but if you were to follow your turnout, side would probably be somewhere a little bit more in front of you instead of directly next to you, right? And this is a little bit healthier for you, just because when your side tendu is a little bit in front of you, it's easier to actually keep your turnout this way. Here, I can't really hold turnout, and I actually lose a little bit of turnout, so my heel is falling back a little bit. If I were to move front a little bit, as you can see, it's way easier for me to keep my heel here. And even though it feels very awkward to kind of tendu side and not feel like it's side, you'll get used to it eventually. And then our goal is to keep this turnout, but pull it back just a tiny bit over time, and maybe we'll end up here. All right, so I like this type of visual, and I find that it's extremely helpful, not just for tendus, but kind of for everything. If I were to do Ronde Jambe, for example, which is round of the legs, I would do front, side, not side here. For me, it'd be side here just because I've done ballet just for a little bit longer, and then back, directly back. And then same thing if I were to do Ronde Jambe from the back, side, directly front, and close. All right, so let's go on to the combination. Let's do tendu front and flex, and then two tendus. So front and flex and tendu, come back and tendu and close and tendu and close and side and flex and point and close and tendu and a close and tendu and a close to the back. Make sure your toes are on the line. My line doesn't go long enough, but if it did, my toes would be on it. So point and flex and point and close, tendu and a close and tendu and first plie, force arch and up and hold, down, reverse. In the last lesson, we focused on breaking the tendu down, and this exercise is a little bit faster, but I'm still doing the same thing of going through half toe and then full toe, like that. I'm not just putting my foot out there. It's on the ground the whole time, and I have to go through all the position and then come back. All right, so let's do that front side back, plie, force arch, up, back side front, plie, force arch, up, bounce, 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 we'll come down. Remember, your heels are touching. And front, flex, point, close, tendu, close, tendu, close, side, point, close, tendu, go through demi, back, behind you, directly behind you, close, tendu, close, tendu, close, plie, force arch, straighten, balance just a tiny bit, lower, reverse, back, flex, point, close, close, and close to the side, point, close, kicked my bar a little bit there, and side, to the front, flex, point, close, tendu, close, tendu, close, plie, force arch, up, and straighten, balance, we'll come down. Good job, guys. Let's do the other side. All right, let's get ready for the other side. 6, 7, and 8. Front, flex, tendu, close, and close, point, and close. To the side, flex, point, close, tendu, close, tendu, close. To the back, flex, and close, tendu, and tendu. Plie, force arch, straighten, and balance. Lower, reverse to the back, flex, point, and point. Close first, point, close first. To the side, flex, point, close, and tendu, close, tendu, close. To the front, flex, tendu, close, tendu, and tendu. Plie, force arch, straighten, balance, balance, and down. Good job. So now we are going to do another tendu exercise, but this time we are going to be using fifth position instead of first position. Fifth position is the common position to start on most ballet exercises as you get more advanced. So I just want to introduce it right now so that we will get more familiar with it in the future. So I find my turnout first and then move it right here. This is what fifth position would look like. And when I tendu front, again, I'm touching that front line. If I tendu side, still touching where my side would be if I was in first position. And then again, tendu, tendu, and then a back, of course. You can't see this, but my toe is definitely touching that tape line. All right, and that is how you use this tape line. So I'm putting the center of my arch just on that up and down tape line that I have. I'm doing tendu and a close, and a tendu and a close. Side, this is where it gets a little bit confusing. Don't change. Side, change. Remember that. Back and a close, and back and a close. Side, don't change. Side, change. And then we'll stretch to the side, and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, up, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll back slightly, and up. So as you can see, this combination could be a little tricky just because of the feet pattern, right? When you're tenduing to the side, you have to make sure you're closing correctly, otherwise your foot will be all misplaced. But don't worry, that happens to all of us. I definitely remember that happening to me for a really long time. It was really embarrassing, but eventually you'll get the hang of it. But when you're tenduing to the side, when you close, remember, it's no change, then change, okay? And then when you're coming from the back, you just did the back, 2 tendus to the back, and then when you go to the side, it's no change and change. And then lastly, I want to talk about that little back bend or combre back that we just did. So just make sure that it's slight. Make sure that your body is not going to go forward like that, right? You want to keep everything straight. You're going to lift up, straight up before you go back. And it's really, really slight. Don't worry too much about bending all the way back, okay? And last thing, make sure you take both shoulders with you evenly. Don't take one shoulder or the other shoulder, okay? All right, let's get started. Okay, fifth position, please. 7, 8. Tendu and close. Tendu and close to the side. Don't change. Side, now close back, change it. Back, close, back, close. Side, don't change where you just came from. Side, close. Our stretches. 2, 3, 4, to the back. 5, 6, come up, switch. Side, 2, 3, 4. Come up, down. All right, good job. Same exact thing, left foot in the front, fifth position, 7, 8. Front and close, front and close. Side, close front, side, close back. Tendu, make sure both legs are straight. Tendu, straight. Tendu, don't change. Tendu, change, stretch. 2, 5, 6, up. Good job, guys. All right, so now we are going to move on to jetés. They look a lot like tendus, but except they're off the ground. So like this versus a tendu, it's just a stretch of the foot and it's on the ground. So we're going to do a pretty fun pattern. It's very, very common. It's going to sound funny. We're going to do 8 jetés, right? 8 left, 4, 4, 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 1, 1. Sounds weird, but let me show you what it looks like. So it's all going to be back in first position. Yay, we're getting out of that really weird and uncomfortable fifth position. So, jeté and a close. So it's going to be a little bit faster. It's going to be and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. So that last one might be a little bit funny, but how I think about it is duck, duck, walk, walk. I don't know why it helps, but it does for me, and hopefully it does for you too. It's going to be a lot slower than you think it is. I demonstrated a little bit quickly, but it's pretty slow, trust me. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and duck, duck, walk, walk. Let's end right there. So before we start the other side, just a quick reminder that it's only 3 inches, not super high, it's a little bit off the ground. And this is a good time to be using your tapes because it's going to make sure that you're going your true side versus what you think side is. It should be kind of in like a V, a little bit in front of you. Left leg begins this again. 6, left leg now. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 1, 2, 1, 2. Duck, duck, walk, walk. Good job. So now we are going to move on to ronde jambes, and that means round of the leg. So we are going to do, let's do front, carry side, carry back, and close first. And front, carry side, carry back, close first. Faster, front, all the way back, and front, all the way back. 45, oops, gonna get around that. 45, back, point, close, reverse. Back and side and front, and close and back and side and front. Close first, a little faster to the front and back to the front, off the ground. 45, 45, point, close. Okay, so it's 2 very slow ones, 2 a little faster, and 1 off the ground. And then we'll reverse that. First position, right side, and front, carry side, all the way back, close, front, side, back, a little faster, front, all the way back, front, all the way back. Now off the ground. Oops, don't hit the bar. Back, point, close. Back, side, front, close. Back, side, front, close. Back, front, back, front. Off the ground, off the ground. Don't hit the bar. Point, close. All right, let's stop there. I just want to talk a little bit about the technique of ronde jambes. The big goal of ronde jambes is to kind of stretch your hips. So when you move side, make sure that it's just your leg that's moving. A lot of the time, a lot of us are going to want to do this, kind of where our upper body rotates and our hip rotates with the leg. But remember, isolate everything. You're facing front, shoulders are facing front, hips are facing front, and they stay that way. And it's going to be a little bit tricky to keep both sides of the hips facing front when your leg is directly behind you, but we're trying our best. And it's called squaring off, because if you had a rectangle or a square, there'd be 4 corners, and then you want to make sure the 4 corners are pointing to the front and that they're not kind of sideways or twisting. It's going to be hard to not want to twist your body when you're doing ronde jambes, but try your best not to. All right, left side. 6, 7, 8. Side, back, close, front, side. Oh, I didn't scooch back. I'm gonna scoot back now. Front, back, front, back, off the ground. Just 45. Don't worry about getting high. Remember about the hips. Back, side, front, keep it squared. Back, side, front, first, back, front, back, front, 45, 45, 45, point, close. Good job. We are going to learn a new move at the bar. It's called Frappe. I know that most of us probably understand Frappe as a type of drink, but in the ballet world, it's a completely different thing. So Frappe means to strike. Let me just quickly show you what that looks like. So if I were to frappe to the side, it would look like strike and strike and strike and strike. So if I were to break it down, what it really is half toe with the kind of ball of my foot and my toes touching the ground. Half toe, full toe, flex your feet, ankle to the back, half and full to the front, half full to the back, half full to the front. So what we're going to do is 2 frappes in the en-croix pattern. So it is going to look like half toe, full toe, retract. Half toe, full toe, retract to the side, half, full, don't change, half, full, now change. To the back and retract, half toe, full toe, retract to the side, half, full, don't change, half, full, then change. We're going to start in 5th position and then flex before the music begins, and we're going to keep just the other working arms on our hips for now. All right, let's get started. First position, please. And then the music's going to begin. Flex, get ready. Half, full, knee side as you retract. Half, full, retract. Half, full, don't change. Half, full, then change. To the back, half, full, directly behind you. Half, full, side, half, full, don't change. Half, full, then change. Great, that's the end of this. Let's go on to the next side now. All right, first position, please. Hands on hips. Squeezing your thighs and legs together. Flex, get ready to frappe. Half toe, full toe, retract. Half toe, full toe, now to the side. Half, full, no change. Half, full, then change. Directly behind. Full, retract. Half, full, retract, and half, full, no change. Last time. Full, now to the front. Hold. Good job. So now we are going to move on to Developpe, which means to grow. We are going to do the same exercise we did from the first lesson, but again, we're doing this with one hand on the bar. And this time, let's have our hands to our shoulder, just like this, to the side. So let me quickly remind you what that looks like. So it is with the coupe on the ankle, hold, and passe, and hold, attitude, hold, and straighten, point, first, and on the ankle, hold, and passe, and hold, and attitude, hold, all the way, point, close to the back, coupe back this time, hold, passe back, hold, attitude, hold, and straighten, point, close, last time, still to the back, hold, passe back, hold, attitude, hold, and straighten, point, close. Just a quick reminder, remember when you just did the front developpe, if you're going to do side, you have to do wrapping on the ankle, but if you just did a back developpe and you're going to the side, then you have to do a coupe to the back. And let's make sure that we're keeping nice positions where our knees are pointing to the side. So not like this, but turned out just like that. And remember, we're going to keep it pretty low for now, so either 90 or lower. 45 is perfect, actually. Squeezing your thighs together. 7, 8, coupe on the leg, hold, passe, hold, low, attitude, hold, straighten your leg, point, close, and on the leg, hold, passe, hold, attitude, this is my side, not directly side, remember, point, and first, to the back, knee, side, up, hold, attitude directly behind you, hold, straighten, last one, to the back, hold, nice passe, knee side here, hold, good, attitude, hold, straight, point, close. Last time, developpes. 7, oops, wrong arm on the shoulder. Coupe front, hold, passe, hold, attitude, hold, straight, point, close, on the ankle, hold, passe, hold, attitude, hold, straight, point, close, the back, hold, knee side here, hold, attitude directly behind you, straight, point, close, still in the back, hold, back passe, hold, good, last one, hold, straight, point, close. Great, good job guys, that was a hard one. We're almost there guys. Now we're going to do one of our almost to last moves. It's called a grand battement. Grand means large, you know that from grand plie, and then battement means beating, so it looks like just a big beating of the leg. That's kind of exactly what it is. So let me show you. We're going to do this in first position. We'll do this with hands on hips one more time. So what it's going to look like is grand battement, point, close, grand battement, point, close, grand battement, point, close, plie to the side, grand battement, point, close. This is my diagonal side, not directly side. Remember that. Grand battement, point, close. This is the third one. Point, close, plie, and strain to the back, point, close, to the back, point, close, to the back, point, close, and plie, and straight, rise, here, stay, stay, bring arms to first. We'll open this to the second position, and then we'll come down, and that's how we'll end this exercise. 3 to the front, plie, straighten, 3 to the side, plie, straighten, 3 to the back, plie, straighten, and then just a rise, hands on hips, to first position, and to balance. Before we start, I just want to quickly remind you guys, it's very important that we don't move our upper body too much in this one. It's really just the leg that's beating, so I'm not doing something like this, where my whole body leans, and I lean back, and then I lean forward here. I'm isolating so that just my leg moves, and I'm trying not to move my hips because I know we're gonna wanna do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So again, just keep everything straight. And if your leg doesn't go very high, that's perfectly okay. It's more important that we learn to isolate our legs now, even if it's even slightly tiny higher than 45 or it stays at 45, that's perfectly okay with me. All right, let's get started, guys. Hands on hips. And 7 and 8. And front, point, close. Front, tendu, close. Front, tendu, close. Plie, straight. Side, tendu, close. Side, tendu, close. Side, tendu, close. Plie to the back. And back, tendu, close. Back, tendu, close. Back, tendu, close. Plie. Straight, remember, we'll rise, hands on hips, balance, balance, bring it to first. We're opening, and then we'll come down. Great. 6 and 7 and 8. Front, point, close. Front, tendu, close. Front, stretch the legs, plie, straight. Side, point, close. Side, point, close. Side, point, close. Plie. Back. Back, point, close. Back, point, close. Back, point, close. Plie. Rise. Hands on hips. To first. And open. And then we'll come down. Amazing job, guys. All right, let's do our last exercise now, which is our normal releves for strengthening our ankles. All right, so this is gonna be the same exercise from last week. It goes like this: eleve and down, and eleve and down. This again until you do 8. So let's pretend like I just did 8, and then plie up, and plie, releve, plie, releve. Again for 8. Now the same thing with one leg. Ready? Down and up and down and up and down and up for 8. Plie up and plie, releve. Do this for 8. And that's the end of the exercise. All right, let's get started. Ready, 6th position. Up, down, up, down, up, down, rise. All the way up. Remember, really get on the ball or feet. Up, don't spring up. Feet. Plie. Push using your feet. Plie. Push down. Core in. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's get ready. Down, rise, down, rise, down, rise, down, rise. 4 more here. Down, up, down, up, down. Ready? Plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie. You can do it! My legs are burning! Oh, that's it, guys. Great. All right, last side. Let's get started. Last exercise. You can do it. 7, 8. Rise, lower, rise, lower, rise, lower. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Plie, up, plie. This is 2, plie, 3, 4, 5, burning. 6, down, 7, down, 8. We can make it. Plie, rise, plie, releve, like touches. Up, down, up. 4 more. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Last one. Down, up. Whew. Good job, guys. All right, you can lower. We are going to move on to doing our last exercise today, which are our ab exercises. So hopefully you remember what they look like. Just a quick refresher, we are going to do 16 sit-ups, just here, and then we're going to cross one leg. You can start with whatever you want, and then do kind of side or crossed. We're going to do 8 of these, then we're going to switch, and we're going to do 8 over here. All right, and this is all going to be to music. I know they're not fun, but you're going to get so strong. All right, let's get started. 7 and 8. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions or kind of requests on how I should be filming these things, I would love to hear them. I'm always open to hearing on how I can improve these videos for you guys, because at the end of the day, they're just really for you and for your knowledge. Thank you again for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.